Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansu, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys the first perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into this topic here. Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a very interesting guy because he recently made some comments that were targeted towards the New York Knicks, who find themselves in the NBA Finals right now. And I think that we are in store for a fantastic NBA Finals. We have very exciting storylines. The city of New York is going to be pandemonium there for Game 3 or Game 4. You have Victor Wembanyama in the finals. A lot of NBA fans already believe that he's the face of the league. So you have all of this excitement, right? But Draymond decided to do something that got a lot of people talking, which was he started to question the run of the New York Knicks, essentially saying that it was a fluke, that them playing in the Eastern Conference and making it to the NBA Finals is nothing to clap about because they're playing in the Eastern Conference, as Skip Bayless used to call it. And that the expectation has always been to come out of the Eastern Conference. So why are we giving the Knicks, given the fact they're having this historic one where I think they've won 11 or 12 games in a row and by a pretty decisive margin, why are we giving them all this credit? It's the freaking East. And as he was saying this, I'm like, wait a minute. Draymond is the one calling LeBron James the GOAT. And LeBron has gone to these 10 finals that his fans like to always, carry on top of their heads and wave the flags. LeBron's been to 10 finals, get to the finals, I'm getting to the finals. And I'm like, Draymond doesn't realize he's actually discrediting LeBron's entire career because he made 9 of those NBA Finals appearances in the East and only 1 in the West. So we want to play the sound of Draymond basically taking a dump on the East. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to the sound here.
I double down on this. Just like Becky Hammond said, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Double down. Absolutely double down. Getting out of the East has never been a surefire to winning a championship. What y'all talking about? You get out of the East, you're supposed to get out of the East. It's the East. Of course you're supposed to get out of the East. That don't just mean you win a championship because you get out of the East. It's the East. Great. It's the East. We beat up Boston. You should get out the East. Happy for Mike Brown, by the way, but you should get out of the East.
So you saw Draymond Green there. Draymond, I don't know if you know, the East has been asked for a very, very long time. When LeBron was making his finals runs, you would have him playing teams that were like 41-41. Like the Washington Wizards with Gilbert Arenas and all of these guys. Those were the teams that he was facing. Everyone knew that the Western Conference was the gauntlet. That's why so many people were not impressed by him going to all of those finals. So how can you be talking about what the Knicks is doing is unimpressive, but then you want to call LeBron James a GOAT when he was playing in the same conference? Let me give you guys some information here. The West historically has been the strongest conference for decades, the stronger conference for decades. And let's put this into context. The only time the East has been the stronger conference was when Michael Jordan was in the East. When MJ played in the East was the stronger conference than the West. The East had a higher winning percentage than the Western Conference. You can go look this up. This information is there. But when LeBron came into the league, it's pretty much been the Western Conference. So him playing in the weaker conference facilitated him making all of those runs. That's why if you look at the NBA champions, let's say let's go from the year 2000 till now. How many of them have come from the East? We have 25 years. How many of those teams have won titles that came out of the Eastern Conference? LeBron's playing for 23. Okay, let's run the gambit. The Lakers won 3. No, let's look at the Eastern Conference teams that have won. The Celtics, the Pistons, the Raptors, in the East, the Raptors, because I know you had the Spurs that won 5, the Lakers won 5, the what is it? The Dirk and them won what? They won a title. The Nuggets won a title. The Bucks, that's 4. I'm just trying to remember teams. Oh, and of course the Miami Heat, who won 2. So out of the last 25 years, these are the championships that have gone to the East. And Cleveland. Cleveland, 2 Miami, 1 Milwaukee, 1 Celtics, 1 Toronto. I may be missing one. The remaining, 19 titles came from the West. So the West has always been the stronger conference. That's why Kobe Bryant beat more 50-win teams than anybody in NBA history. Kobe did. And Kobe beat more 50-win teams than Magic Johnson did in his entire career in 2 years. In 2 years. So that's why a lot of people didn't put so much credit on LeBron getting to the finals, because they know he was playing in the Eastern Conference. Forget about the Eastern, the Eastern Conference. So now you saying that what the Knicks are doing isn't impressive, bro, then how can you turn around and be like LeBron going to the finals 10 times is impressive? If LeBron played in the Western Conference, you think he's going to 10 titles, championship appearances? LeBron has been with the Lakers, 8 years? How many times has he gone to the finals? 1 time. 1 time. Do you know why? Because to win in the Western Conference is very hard. That's why. To win in the Western Conference is actually very hard. So when you see Kobe Bryant with 5 championships, that carries more weight than had he won 5 championships in the East, because he's playing tougher teams just to get to the finals. Who was Kobe playing in the West? The freaking Spurs. These were the teams that Kobe was facing, the San Antonio Spurs, at one point the Denver, the Oklahoma City. He was playing real teams. Real teams. He was going against real live legends in the Western Conference. So Draymond doing this, he doesn't realize that he just basically discredited LeBron's entire career. And one of the things that LeBron fans like to hang their hat on is, LeBron made it to the finals 10 times. Well, Draymond is saying that the Eastern Conference is ass. So if the Eastern Conference is ass, and it truly is ass, should we be impressed with all of those appearances? Seriously. Do we need to feel impressed since we've all come to the conclusion that the East was always the weaker conference? Do we need to be impressed? I'll leave it to you guys to answer that in the comment section. But I think we pretty much all know what the answer is going to be. I think we know.